What's up, jabroni? Steven here, and welcome back to yet another reaction. Today we are hopping into Supernatural episode number 20 of season number 2, titled What Is and What Should Never Be. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the series. If you have, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Head over to Patreon for the full, uncut, unedited reaction. You can get episodes extra early over there if you want them. You could also get episodes for $1 when they air on YouTube. Essentially, when an episode airs on YouTube, you go over to Patreon, and for $1, you get that episode fully uncut, unedited, all that good stuff. I recommend getting episodes early if you're a big fan, because for context, we are on like episode 2 or 3 on YouTube, and we are on episode 20 over here on Patreon. Kind of shows you the jump in how many episodes ahead we are over here. So check it out, see what you think. Yeah, last episode was the Folsom Prison Blues, I believe, right? Yes, which I thought was a really fun episode. I mean, it was pretty fun. Not better than the previous one, but it was still really fun. Was kind of shocked that we went with 2 fun episodes and not a serious episode. So maybe I think we're gonna be getting a serious episode this time. I don't know. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say. Like, comment, subscribe. Pretty much here we go.
Wait, no. Come pick me up first.
No, I'm sure it's nothing. I just want to take a look around.
What the hell, bro? How would you do that? Is Dean gonna find a genie, make some wishes? I'm hoping you have at least a gun. The fuck? Why does it look like that? Oh, that ain't no genie like a left. Okay. Not what I was expecting, but alright. I don't think what the title means. Prison which should never be. Pretty naked girl next to you? Sam.
Next to some hot chick.
Carmen?
Who?
Dean, you're drunk. You're drunk, darling.
I'm not drunk. Quit screwing around.
Look, it's late.
Wait, say it. Say it.
What's going on here? He's in a dream. Wait, Sam's still at college. Honey.
What are you doing now?
Holy shit, is she hot though? Oh man.
Carmen,
We wake up, I mean?
Oh, you can't sleep, huh?
I don't want to wake
Yeah.
up.
Well,
Are you married? This is a dream? I mean, it's gotta be a dream, right? Or a nightmare? It can't be a nightmare. This is good. Dude, what if it's both your mom and your dad?
Dean.
Holy hell.
What?
Forget
Oh my god. Did the genie go into his
Get it, I'm just
brain and
I'm happy to see you.
give
that's
him
all.
like his dream? Man, could you imagine that, like, Dean's whole life was just so shattered from like
You all right?
I think so. Why would the Jinn do it? You want self-defense? Or maybe it's not really evil.
Son? You been drinking?
oh my god, why does everybody keep saying that?
Everybody keeps asking me that, but no.
Oh, I don't do well with like things like that. That freaks me out. It's why to me episode 1 is still one that really it's the scariest episode we've had, one of them. Like, what is that? Why are you just standing there ghost like?
You want to mow the lawn?
Give me, I'd love to mow the lawn.
Knock yourself out.
He wants just to be
You have
normal.
a lawn in your life.
Interesting. Another like fun episode. 3 fun episodes in a row. Oh wait, I wonder if your girlfriend's gonna be here. Holy shit!
Oh, Jessica.
Good to see you too, Dean.
Oh wait, now she's. For some reason, I'm uneasy. Like, I'm uneasy as hell. Like, that girl's very creepy.
At us. Huh? We both have beautiful women on our arms. You're engaged? Let's go celebrate.
Guys, can you excuse us? I just want to talk to my brother for a sec.
Is Dean in this world an alcoholic? And this like dream or whatever the hell is happening right now?
I just, you know, I'm not asking you to change. I just, I don't know. I guess we just don't really have anything in common, you know? I've never been hunting in my life, Dean.
Yeah, well, we should go sometime. I think you'd be great at it.
This is what his life would have been like if his mom was never taken by the demon. His father would have died of a stroke in his 40s. Dean would have just taken a different path, been like a fuck up his whole life until he met her, I'm guessing. Or even now.
Favorite.
Indianapolis residents held a candlelight vigil in memory of
Oh my god, that's the
That crash.
lost their
yeah.
lives.
That's the one from like episode 4? 5? Oh my god, every haunting they never did. The people died. But every haunting they never stopped.
What about us, huh? When Mom's not supposed to live her life, Sammy's not supposed to get married. Why do we have to sacrifice everything, Dad? It's
There. This season's been like, I'm gonna be honest, this season's been really good. Like, compared to last season, like I thought last season was alright, pretty good too. But this season, I think this season's been knocking it out of the park. Like if I were to like really sit down and rank the episodes, there's been a lot of really good episodes this season. Isn't this like a similar way that he in the first episode when he broke in to get him? This is kind of similar. He's gonna see him. This is literally like the same thing, right? He sees the shadow, he fight. What the fuck?
That was so easy, I'm embarrassed for you. You tell Mom I love her.
Yeah, this sounds like you're about to go do something stupid.
Dean.
I'll see you, Sammy.
Damn, like the emotional stuff is really hitting me. Like I'm feeling it. Like I'm feeling it because like I feel it's sad. Like with Dean when he was at the cemetery crying. Like why is it his job to save these people?
How do we get along? And that's that.
I don't understand. Why are you doing this?
You're my brother.
Because you're still my brother.
Bitch.
What are you calling me a bitch for?
You're supposed to say jerk.
What?
Never mind.
You.
Oh, well, you're gonna find out sooner or later. I needed a silver knife dipped in lamb's blood.
You needed a silver knife dipped in lamb's blood. Why?
Oh,
Because there's
that's
this creature,
why
a
the
Jinn,
knife
and I
was
have to
dipped
hunt
in
it.
blood before. Okay,
Okay.
that makes sense. Earlier in the episode.
Stop the car.
I know how it sounds.
Great.
He's gonna throw it out the car.
What the hell was that, Dean? That was my phone.
I'm not going to a rubber room, Sammy, and we got work to do.
Well, I was just trying to help you out, Dean. I don't want you to get yourself hurt.
Wow, this is like I never in my wildest dreams have ever heard of these kind of stories. Oh wow, Dean's actually.
Dean, please. What if I'm like her? What if I'm tied up in here someplace? If you're about to die in a dream, you wake up.
No, that's crazy, all right?
Maybe.
You're gonna kill yourself, okay?
Or I'm gonna wake up. One or the other.
Look,
Oh my
this isn't
Jesus,
a dream, all right?
that's intense.
I'm here with you now, and you are about to kill yourself, Dean.
No, I'm pretty sure. I'm sorry.
Dean!
Wake up, damn it. Hey. Auntie M. There's no place like home. Sam!
How the fuck didn't you get knocked out? Dude, Sam should have been knocked the hell out from that. He hit his head right on the steps, man. So he saw her when she was kind of like a regular color, and then throughout his dream,
I got you. I got you.
she saved him, essentially.
We've sacrificed so much.
People are alive because of you. It's worth it, Dean. It is. It's not fair, and you know it hurts like hell.
All right, well, there's episode number. That was episode 20. That was a really good episode, man. Like, I wasn't expecting a really good episode, but I really liked that episode. I'd honestly probably give it like a 9, if I'm being honest with you guys, just because like I was so invested into the story, into what was happening, the emotional part for Dean, him pulling himself out of it, leaving happiness behind, the complex question of why is it their job to save these people, and then you seeing like if they don't do it, then they don't do it, then people just die. Nobody saves them. It was so interesting. I really liked that episode a lot. So I mean, I was going with 8, but I don't know. I was just running it through my head. I don't know. It's either a really strong 8 or like a 9. Let's go through the episode. The episode starts off. They're chasing something. Turns out it's a genie. Dean passed this place where he thinks the genie is. Well, they called it a Djinn, but it's essentially a genie. What do you call it? A Djinn? They go to the place to essentially, or Dean goes to the place to look around. He's like, it's probably nothing. We'll see. He gets caught by it, and I've never ever heard of this lore, or like my version of what a genie is like Aladdin, or those kind of genies that grant wishes, but they, I've heard of evil genies where like you ask for a wish, and they kind of, you have to be really specific, and they'll fuck up your wish, like I want to be a millionaire or something, and then they'll figure out a way to like make it like something really bad to happen to you. But never this, like a genie that sucks on your blood, and the way that they get you is throw you into this fantasy that you never want to leave out of. Crazy. But nonetheless, Dean wakes up in another place. So I wasn't sure what happened. I wasn't sure if he was like, I was like, I didn't even see Adrian Palinski's name here. So I wasn't sure if it was like, I was like, is it a dream sequence? Is he like an alternate reality? What's happening? He wakes up, beautiful girl next to him. He's living with her. He calls Sam. Sam is like, doesn't understand why he's calling. And essentially it is, it's a reality where the mom was never murdered. The yellow-eyed devil never showed up. The dad never took them hunting. It's this whole sequence where they just live their lives and the way that they would have gone normally. And Dean would have been kind of like a douchey kind of guy. I mean, essentially they kept asking, are you drinking? Are you drinking? Which makes me think that in this scenario, this world, Dean was an alcoholic. Now, at first I was questioning some things. Not at first, but I thought the episode I questioned. I'm like, but why would the genie give him these realities? Like give him options to look for things, options to see the whole people that didn't die, options to see that his father died and stuff, or like why were those things that happened in this reality? And it's just because the only thing he wished for was that his mom never died, and that one scenario would have altered everything else in their lives. Really, really good acting. This might be the same actress actually as the first season. Really, really good acting throughout. I really enjoyed the actor that plays Dean's performance. I really enjoyed it. I thought he did a really good job of like wrestling with like what is happening, is this real, dealing with his emotions, even the aspect of when he saw the ghost girl, the way his facial expressions went, and when he realized that him and Sam weren't close, you could just see it in his eyes. Like I really enjoyed his acting in this episode. He went to dream, he went to sleep, woke up in the same spot, didn't wake up. He then starts to research some about the genies. This is what I was talking about, where when he first sees her, you see that she has all of her her color, essentially showing like this is what so Dean and her were kind of, when Dean was captured and put into this dream sequence, they were essentially came in at the same state almost, right? Or very close to the same state, because then when you see her later, she's like all messed up. So maybe she was here a little bit before, and maybe the genie was just taking the blood from her for a while. Just think about it, look at her. She's like got all of her color, and then when we see her in the restaurant later, she looks like a dead body. What I was saying earlier in the episode too was like, I'm like, oh wow, another fun episode. That's awesome, because it's like really, he's mowing the lawn, he's just having a good time. I was like, oh, I wasn't expecting it to be like another fun episode, and it quickly turned into not just another fun episode. It went deeper than what I was expecting. Him being happy that when he sees Jessica, and then we see preppy Sam, and a lot of really cool stuff. Okay, so here we go. This is the girl here. Yeah, see? Then you see here, color fading in the dress, a little bit of blood, color fading in her, like her skin color's fading. Again, because she's like turning into, she's dying. So essentially, in his consciousness was pulling her in, because he was essentially seeing her. I mean, in reality, he was seeing her across from him, and he was pulling her in, and at different stages of what was happening to her and to Dean. Let's see. Okay, so the brother questions what happened back then. He questions, about, he's like, I just thought I saw somebody. Then he wants to go celebrate, wants to go have some fun with Sam. Then it comes to the realization that they're not really close in this world, in this reality, because of the way that, the way that they would have been raised. Dean would have been just down a different path than Sam. Sam would have been like a college preppy kid, and Dean would have been more of a rebel rouser, and which is kind of like how they are now, but like since they have to work together, they've grown so close to one another. Then we have the thing with this. I was scared here. I thought something was gonna happen here. I was like, oh man, this ghost chick is gonna show up. Okay, then we are looking through the other cases. Oh no, he sees on the news the plane crash, that killed all those people that he saved. Then he sees like what appears to be a ghost. He follows it, and it is the dead bodies. And again, the dead bodies is something that he's pulling in from reality. The two dead bodies that were next to that girl, or a little bit further down from that girl, he's pulling it in from reality. He then goes, this is his father, right? And this is what he's questioning going back. And I thought this was really good acting, where he's talking about, why is it our job to do this? Like, it's not our job to save these people. It shouldn't be our job. It's just really, really good stuff. And then I thought this was a cool callback when we showed up here. And essentially it feels like the first episode when Dean breaks into Sam's apartment and convinces Sam to come with. Kind of felt very similar. Then we see Dean here taking the silver. He makes up a lie about that he's going to, he owes somebody some money, all this stuff. And everything he said, I would have done the same thing as Sam. Everything he was doing, I'm like, oh, it sounds like he's about to go get himself killed. And I would have probably done the same exact thing. Wouldn't let my brother go by himself. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it would be something I would want to do. And throughout the whole car ride, that Sam finds the blood and he sounds off crazy. Dean throws the phone out the window. And he tells him that there's demons and evil shit out in the world. So then we hop here. We see this whole thing with the genie. And we see what he's doing. He's drinking the blood of the girl, which I never heard of that lore ever. He wants to save the girl, and right when he's about to do it, he's like, wait a minute. He's realizing, or he figures out that she was calling out for her dad, and he's like, wait a minute. That means that he's like, she thought she was somewhere else. And he's like, wait, what if that's happening to me? And then he kind of looks at the bulb and he sees a little bit of a flash of what he could, like, of his reality. And he starts to question. He's like, well, I've heard like this myth where if you kill yourself in your dream, you'll wake up. So he thinks about that. Then Sam's character says something along the lines of, what do you say here? I want to see what he says here.
Like 90% sure.
Right here, he says
I'm
something.
sure enough.
Wait!
Did he already say it? Did I miss it, or did he already say it?
Why'd you have to keep digging?
Yeah, why'd you have to keep digging? And then they point out all the happiness that he would have here. It would feel like a lifetime. You would live your life in this fantasy world and dream. And yeah, you will die in real life, but you would never notice because you wouldn't be able to see it. I mean, I thought it was just really, really well executed. And then we have him waking up, demon thing. Sam waking him up. They fight it, and they save the girl. And they talk about how Dean really wanted to stay. He really wanted it to be happy. And yeah, I mean, there you go. That's the episode. Like I said, I really enjoyed that episode. I thought it was a great episode. Like I said, I could probably give it a 9. I don't know where it ranks like amongst other people. But I just enjoyed almost everything about the episode, and then even the lore about the genie. I mean, the genie died pretty easily, but the lore about it I never knew about. So there you go. Well, that's my reaction. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Head over to Patreon for the full, uncut, unedited reaction. You get episodes extra early if you want them. If you don't want them, don't worry. You can get them when they show up here on YouTube. But I'm going to get out of here, and I'm going to talk to you guys later.